Madam Speaker, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Assistant Ministers, Leader of Opposition, and Members of Parliament. This is a very special moment for me to stand in this august House where national affairs are decided upon. Madam Speaker, I pledge to serve my country and its people to the best of my ability as a Member of Parliament, as a Fiji First representative under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister. Indeed, I would not have had the remarkable opportunity had it not been for the revolution led by the Prime Minister over the course of the last 12 years. During one of our nation's darkest periods, the Honorable Prime Minister emerged with a vision as well as the strength and the determination to steer Fiji towards genuine democracy, prosperity, stability, and certainty. Of course, I would also like to convey my humble, heartfelt, sincere thanks to my husband, Leki Mawangawai, parents, Sermay and Emawi, Mr. Hurides' son and family, from Vungeli community, Mr. Amresh family, especially his son from Malele communities, Malele 1, 2, and 3 communities, Seaman family, Mr. Kamlesh, and family from Drumasi community, the whole of Nandele village, Waikumkumu village, Watumbo, and Andonu family. My condolences to the family of my uncle-in-law who passed away, the late Mr. Nasanga family, were very strong supporters of Fiji First. His last words to me were, "Thank you and goodbye." To his family, I will hold that within my heart, a very supportive family member who cherished Fiji First as the best. Mr. Serutu and family, Balata communities, and Mrs. Ali, Irene and family, Alandro community, Mr. China family, Sharma and family, Rakavindi, all the families in the water, Mr. Imtiaz and family, Waniwadi community, Yasses community, Tangi Tangi, Watutawe family, community, Mr. Asish, Mr. Abdul, and Mr. Abraham, Leon Mac family, Sindaman and Mr. and Mrs. Simon Moivalu, Tokasai and Saizma, Mr. and Mrs. Usta, Mr. B, Mr. Mustak and family, Shop and Save managers and family, Shail and family, New World staff, Manoj, and all who have supported Fiji First, Mr. Coop and brother Sartar and my family, Mr. Sami from Botokola, Sami from Botokola, Willie from Masomo, Nasivi village, Nasivi community market, vendors in Tavua, Mr. Ndenge and family, Yadan family, Nakanakan from Waikumkumbu, and my 2 sisters in America and Watutavui village. I pledge to them my fullest dedication and support. At this point, I also wish to extend a special thank you to the Honorable AG, who has been my inspiration, who has an unwavering confidence in me, and who has encouraged me to be very strong and to have a passion for politics to serve all Fijians. Without my leader, the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable AG, I would not be standing here today. Madam Speaker, I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your reappointment as the Speaker. We are looking forward to your leadership and guidance as we debate on the nation's affairs and make changes for the benefit of all Fijians. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency the President of his inspiring address at the opening of Parliament. Finally, I would like to thank the people of Fiji and pledge to you our dedication and service. Our power to change our country comes from your support. I would also like to thank the thousands of Fijians who voted for Fiji First and ask those that didn't to join us to follow truth instead of lies. Madam Speaker, I'm very happy to speak on women sugarcane farmers. They are very effective examples of their own communities. Sugarcane farmers like I continue empowering women because Fiji First values women's rights to access the entitlements and privileges guaranteed under our Constitution, unencumbered by discrimination, culture, or oppressive religious interpretation. Fiji First is creating a gender-fair society that protects and promotes the rights of women. Fiji First supports the freedom of all women to participate in any profession they choose. Accordingly, policies focus on encouraging shared decision-making in relationships, especially as they relate to family planning, childcare, economic independence, and choices of paid work. Resources will be provided to women's groups to support income-generating projects, as in our Fiji First Manifesto to 2018, the National Women's Expo, sponsored by government, will continue to focus on marketing products produced by women for the local international markets. Women are key players in the betterment of our beloved nation. I praise and acknowledge the immeasurable participation of women in all areas of life, from women who rise early to care for their families, to those who are the last ones to sleep. Your passion to have a better family, from home to community, is the foundation upon which our nation rests and grows. Women run our homes and raise our children. They are firstly leaders, teachers at home. They are smart budgeters, great chefs. They are the best judges for everything to be 100% in a family. Our Fiji First family is the best. We look beyond gender. We have included many women on merit in the party. That is why I'm here today, due to Fiji First inclusiveness. I salute Fiji First, our leaders, for their farsightedness in including women in leadership and our never-ending roles in this amazing nation that possesses a huge amount of untapped potential and opportunity. And Fiji First has progressed a huge amount. Things have changed from worst to good, good to best, and it is the Fijians who have a vision for what is best that change our future for the better. Just like our leader and Honorable Prime Minister did when he set about modernizing Fiji. Madam Speaker, we are political leaders. We are here to deliver our fellow Fijians the service of alleviating their problems in life and to achieve a more prosperous future, a better standard for all. We all have to work together and achieve this dream by making change through development, not just on the ground, but in families, communities, in our mindset. The world is changing rapidly, and as a growing nation, we need to be very smart about how we change. We women should realize that we are equally as capable as men, and not to exercise any power, physical, mental, or moral, over our brothers, but to make our men understand that no one is lower than oneself. This is the moral value of equality. Madam Speaker, may I also acknowledge and thank His Excellency, the President of Fiji, for his comprehensive and moving address on the occasion of opening the first session of Parliament on Monday. I quote, "Let us dedicate ourselves for all to the democratic ideal and genuine equality for all Fijians and resolve to work constructively in our democracy for the benefit of our people," unquote. We came into this world naked and will die naked. So my question to all is there a coffin big enough to carry the whole world? The answer is no. So while we are still alive, we must give to others. The more you give, the more you will be blessed. Fiji First and our government has been blessed with giving respect without discrimination. And that is the way we should live, to deliver, to assist, so that when we die, we'll go in peace, knowing that we have left behind a better future for our families. Unlike other political parties, Fiji First believes in action, not false promises. We always deliver, we serve, we learn, and we grow. Fiji First has already delivered meaningful change to thousands of Fijians, and we will continue to do more for Fijian families. The honor we will give back to our God because we believe in walking the talk and leading by example. I wish to end my speech of appeal with these fine words: let us work hand in hand together to advance the national interest and to adhere to higher standards of collective and personal conduct. May God bless us all.